Alright, so welcome to the podcast, guys. So this is the very first episode on the Volleyballers podcast. So today I'll be your host for the podcast, being Ryan. I won't tell you my last name, but if any of the other hosts decide that they would like to tell you their last name, they are more than obliged to go ahead. So the first one that we have today will introduce themselves. Go ahead.
Alright, hey guys.
Alright, so I'll introduce myself first. No, Jermel, wait. So, Alright, go on, Jermel. Go through. Go for it.
Hey guys, my name is Jermel Watson and I am stoked to be here on the podcast. Thank you so much for inviting me. Let's go.
I've never heard the word stoked before, but anyways. The next one we have is Hadel. Hadel, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Alright, so thank you for telling everybody my name before I got the opportunity to tell them, but everybody should know me already from Ryan's last video or previous video. My name is Hadel, won't give you my last name. I don't want any of you to show up at my house. I don't do fans. So anyways, my name is Hadel, and yeah, that's pretty much it for now.
To be honest, Adele, you know I don't finish edit the other one as yet. I think it's like 4 videos away.
So this is the first time they see me, are going to hear me?
Yeah, so you're probably going to be a new person that they never hear before in their lives. But
so fans, I'm sorry, not fans. Hello, my name is Hadel.
Anyways, let's proceed. Alright, so the first thing on the agenda we have for today is going to be when did you start playing volleyball? So like the school, what grade, or even a short story if you like. So being that I am the host for this podcast, the developed podcast that we have for today, I guess I will go first. Alright, so my first time started playing volleyball was when was this? This was when in 11th grade. That's what we call
grade 11.
You
grade
in
11.
It does not matter how I say it.
Alright.
Anyways,
go for it.
It's basically when I started in grade 11, as Hadel would like for me to say, and that was when basically I decided I wanted to play volleyball. Initially, I was in 10th grade and 9th grade. I did know that volleyball did exist at my high school at the time.
It's nice to know that you were in 2 grades at the same time.
Anyways, as I was saying, so in grade 11, in grade 9, and also in grade 10, I did know that volleyball did exist at the school. However, I was reluctant to join for whatever reason. But in grade 11, I don't know, I just saw, I think Adele remember this time as well. Basically I saw the starting 6. If you know what the starting 6, basically the starting 6 players for the team at the time. I saw them playing a practice match against the coach, a teacher at the school, and one of the female players. Mm-hmm. And when I saw the playing, I was like, wow, I want to be able to do that as well. And then that's basically all it was, and I basically went to the coach at the time. If you guys must know who the coach at the time was, your favorite coach.
First of all, let us not. I don't know who will be watching this video, and I would personally love. But I wouldn't want anybody to show up at my doorstep. So,
alright. So basically, I went to the coach at the time, and I had clothes. And I went to him and I told him, Coach, I wanted to play volleyball, and he said, sure, no problem, but start tomorrow as we're in the middle of doing something. And for the rest of the day, I just basically watched the starting 6 play against the coach and the teacher and the other female player. And basically, that's basically how it was. That's when I officially started volleyball. And my only regret about volleyball is just that I wish I started sooner, like from the 7th grade. And yeah, basically that's gonna be it for my section of this question. So who would like to go next?
Hadel, I'll let you go next.
Alright, I have a problem with that. So, I started volleyball in high school like Ryan. Well, first of all of us went to the same high school. We were all on the same team, some longer than others, but ultimately I started playing volleyball in grade 9, or what people would call the ninth grade. Now, at that time I was 14. So yeah, I was 14, yeah, I should say that. And before progressing to the senior team, I played on the under 15 team, which is kind of the junior team. How I actually started to play is that I was a cadet first, and there was a classmate of mine who actually played volleyball, and I wanted to play a sport because usually the cadets at the time did cadet and played a sport. So I said, alright, I want to go and play a sport like every other cadet. And I initially wanted to go and play cricket, for those of you who know which sport that is. But the cricket team was full, so I said. So my friend at the time, Roger, was on the team, how can I join the team and all that. So
Look at you calling people name on the podcast.
Yes, Roger a shutter can deal with fans. Anyways. So Roger told me when training was going to start, and I remember starting at, as I said, in grade 9, and I got selected for the under 15 team. Fun fact about that, and I don't think a lot of people know it, that under 15 team that I was on was the first Camperdown High School team. No, that was the first time Camperdown won the under 15 championships, and I was on that team. Yes, me. But anyways, after that,
I bet you feel so proud.
At the time, yes.
Making a difference.
But, after that, the following year, I was too old for the under 15 team, and then I tried out for the senior team, and I made the team, but I was shitty, rocks, no good, couldn't play, so I decided to quit, and I sat out that season, and I decided to sit and watch the team, basically be around the team, but not train. I think that I wasn't ready, so the following year I went back and I tried out again, and I was selected to be a libero, and from there it was history.
Okay.
And there you guys go.
Alright then. Okay, great. Thank you for that
Thank you for that history
there.
lesson.
Alright, so
Yes. No, cut it short, Jermel.
No. Okay, well for me it's not as
Jermel, take your
exciting.
time.
It's not as exciting as the others, as they say. We are all on the same team. We all go to the same high school. So when I first went to Camperdown, I didn't even know what volleyball was. I went to Camperdown because I heard they had a good track and field team, but then I was too slow, so I heard, hey, they had a good chess team. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna play chess, and that is what I was doing at Camperdown.
What an amazing transition.
Yeah, so sports wasn't my, first choice. So what happened was I had a really good friend of mine who was interested in volleyball, but his interest wasn't really in the sport.
I wonder who that person was.
Based on how I saw it.
That person was.
So when he came to me, he told me that, hey, there's this really, cute girl on the volleyball team, and he's thinking that, hey, maybe now he's gonna start playing volleyball. And I'm like, really? Camperdown had volleyball? And he's like, yeah, they always train in the afternoons. Let's go check them out, right? And then we were watching the training, and he showed me the girl. I'm like, yeah, she's cute enough for us to join the team. So he went over, he talked to the coach, and he said the coach told him to come back tomorrow, and we just joined together. And he said, another regret of mine was, when I learned about volleyball, I thought it was like a feminine sport, what you always see on the TVs, right? But then, when I got involved, I realized, volleyball is a really intense sport. And yeah, I fell in love with the sport ever since. Yeah, that's my story.
Wow.
Alright, really? Alright, I appreciate that story. Hadel, are you hearing that accent there?
I'm hearing that accent.
Wow.
Guys,
that is top tier.
Top tier, on point.
Alright, so now it's weird that story, it sounds so similar to a story that was told before. But anyways, we don't have time we don't have time to dilly dally. Let's move on to the next the next topic at hand. Alright, so being that this is our first ever episode on this podcast, so we're just going to get to meet the three of us a little bit more. So I actually have a couple questions here. How many in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so 10 questions in total. I don't know if we're going to be able to get through all 10 of them, but let's see what happens here. Alright, so the first question is what's your favorite color? So we're going to start all the way from the basics apparently. So being that I asked, I'll just go ahead and go first. So my favorite color is actually, at the time, initially when I was little, my favorite color was green at first.
Ew.
Then it changed into yellow.
Ew.
Yellow. Why are you interrupting me? Anyways, so then it changed to yellow when I was in high school. That's because I was a part of the yellow house at high school, so it became my favorite color apparently. And then it transitioned into light blue. I don't know, I just like the color light blue. It reminds me of the sky. I don't know, that's just my favorite color there. But I guess we'll have Jermel go next, so it's a little bit more organized.
Alright, thank you. So my favorite color is blue. It has always been blue since I was born. Fun fact, my mom told me that when I was born, I was actually born looking a little bluish. She said that when I was born, I kind of looked blue, and my favorite color has always been blue. Why?
Stand up oxygen. Yes.
I am not going to say what just came to my mind.
Jermel.
Because.
Jermel, relax.
Okay, so yeah, blue. The reason why I love blue is because blue is can be a very calming color, but you know, as it's also the color of a sea, you know, and the seas can also be a very rough and dangerous place. So I can be very calm and I can be very aggressive when I need to.
The sea is clear.
Yeah, it reflects the light from the sky or whatever, but it's blue when you look at it. Okay, that's what I. So yeah.
All right, good job. For me, I don't have a favorite color. You know, having a favorite color, I believe, is for evil people. I like, that's a joke, guys. Don't take me on that. That's a joke. But anyways, I don't have a favorite color.
Because everyone just take out them earphones and just ready for come to your house to come storm your house. But anyways, continue.
As I said, I don't have a favorite color. I like all colors, and if I'm in the mood, I wear a specific color, you know, I'll gravitate to a specific color, but I don't have a favorite color. That's just me. You know, all colors deserve love.
Okay.
Sounds like the type of guy that's going to wear a mood ring or something. Like, oh, I feel like a peach pink today.
Look at you.
Go ahead.
Alright then, so being that you don't know whose favorite, like me and Jermel have favorite colors and Hadel, I guess you cannot choose.
He's
He
a
just
color
takes everything.
atheist.
But anyways,
Yes.
wow, look at you being
There's really
selfish.
only one color, which is white.
What is not a color? What is a tint?
Alright then. Mr.
Yes.
Degree.
I don't have a degree yet.
Well, now the world knows.
Yes, look at you spreading my business like that.
Are you spread your business?
Alright, so the next, before Adele spreads any more of my business, the next question is going to be, what's your favorite food? So I guess someone, alright, Hadel, you go first this time, being that I'm always
I don't have
answering
a
for some
favorite
person.
food. All food for eat.
Look at that.
Straight.
You can't just pick one. Why you choose?
No.
Why you, like what kind of food basically gets like you're basically excited?
Excited? Alright,
Yes.
what I say? On a real different list still, I would say stew peas. So all the ladies them out there and hear that. Anyways. No, but seriously speaking, I really like stew peas. And in addition to that too, I like rice and peas. I know that for those of you who aren't Jamaican, it is a tradition for most Jamaicans to eat rice and peas. You guys call it for persons
Kidney
overseas,
beans.
that's kidney beans. That's kidney beans and rice and any type of meat, whether beef, chicken or fish. Now there's a lot of Jamaicans who don't eat rice and peas on a Sunday, and I think that is chronic. That's basically like a serial killer trait. They say you don't eat rice and peas on a Sunday. If somebody tells me tomorrow, say you chop off somebody's head, I say yes, it's true. I believe it. So people, so, you know, but seriously though, rice and peas and stew peas, yes, is a must. And yeah,
Alright,
those are my favorite foods.
Okay then. Alright, so I'll go next then. I really don't have I don't really like cooked food, basically like that as my favorite. However, I do
That's
like
why you
cooked food,
look so.
Oh wow.
but they can't. It's a good thing they can't see me, right? Anyways, so my favorite food is actually bun and cheese. If you don't know what bun and cheese is, it's basically well, I know what cheese is, but the type of cheese we use down here in Jamaica is cheddar cheese. But the bun, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of like
sweet. It's like
a sweet
bread.
Yeah, basically, it's like a sweet bread, and we normally eat it at Easter time. So at Easter time, if you don't know what bun is, by at that time you're going to know what bun is, because it's always at Easter time. So yeah, that's my favorite food, and let's see what Jermel has to say.
Alright, for
I'm
me.
very interested to see what, or to hear what Jermel likes.
Well, then listen.
Alright, go
For me,
ahead.
I have my favorite food. Well, my go-to food would be it's Barbie fried chicken. It's kind of like barbecue chicken, but I think it's fried first and then barbecued afterwards, or it's fried with barbecue sauce or something. But that creation was heaven. Whoever came up with that, it's brilliant. Barbie fried chicken. I could eat that alone with nothing else. So yeah, that's my favorite. Nothing else. Yeah, that's my go-to food if I were to order anywhere. Barbie fried chicken and whatever side dish it comes with. Yeah. Oh, and mashed potatoes is a great.
Alright,
is a great
so
combination.
Barbie.
Yeah.
Alright, so Barbie fried chicken and mashed potatoes. Okay.
I think it's potatoes.
Potato. Alright, my apologies. Potatoes. Alright, so we're moving right along. What's your favorite game to watch and or play? I mean this one should be a given because
I think you mean sport.
basically.
Or what are maybe in Jermel's case it can be chess. But I really like, well, I think it's supposed to be a given, as I say. I really like watching and playing volleyball. This is the only sport I actually play, but I would say other than excluding volleyball, on the rare occasions that I have played cricket, it is really nice. It's a really nice sport to play versus watching. I haven't gotten into watching it like that, but excluding volleyball in terms of watching a sport, I really like badminton and rugby. Badminton and rugby. I don't know if anybody has ever, not so much badminton, but I don't know if anybody has ever taken the time out to pre, and that is watch for us in Jamaica. I would say pre would mean watch. And if anybody really takes the time to really watch it, but it is a really intense and exciting sport. So excluding volleyball, I like watching rugby, and excluding volleyball, I like playing cricket.
Okay. And for me specifically, I guess mine is specifically volleyball, like obviously. However, I don't know what else I enjoy, to be honest. I guess I don't know. Like, well, basically because of the Olympics, so the filming of this video is actually being filmed on today's what? Today is the 30th of July, so the second to last day in July. Our penultimate day into July. Remember that word, Adel? Penultimate. Anyways, so basically one sport that I actually have been seeing more and more in as a result of the Olympics that I actually enjoy watching is diving, like synchronized diving. Like, I don't know, it just looks kind of different. It looks kind of sick. I don't know why. I don't know.
Is that because you like? I have a question. Ryan, is that because you like the color of the pool? You know, the light blue color of the pool. because
Pool is
Wow,
clear.
that is hilarious.
Adele,
I've
you're
got
gonna
to
cut
remember
out
to
that
laugh at
clear
that one
scene
again.
because if you look at the pool, it
Water
looks
is clear.
light blue. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. I know that is not why I enjoy seeing synchronized diving. I don't know, I just the way the approach and everything when they enter the pool and basically the approach when they jump off the paddle. I don't know, it's just different. And that's just because of seeing the Olympics.
And seal. Go through, Jermel.
Okay. So for me,
See
Okay.
that, Ryan? So you
Okay.
so for me, volleyball definitely the game that I love playing and watching the most. As I said earlier, I am not a big sports fan, so I didn't really watch sports. Wasn't really involved in sports a lot. The only sport I really watched, but it was more like being forced, was cricket because my dad loved watching cricket. But you know, now that I'm an old man, the only sport I watch is volleyball. I tried. Funny story. I tried watching like a chess game this week, and I wouldn't say it was boring, but
Boring.
I couldn't stop cursing because
Yes, that's the way to
person
look at it. It was boring.
wasn't
Yeah,
doing
You
what I
can
was
see it. You
expecting
can
them
go
to
ahead.
do.
It was boring.
So I don't like watching chess. But volleyball, I love playing volleyball. I love playing chess.
I can't
I'm
imagine.
playing chess. Yeah.
I got myself.
I can't imagine ever
Watching
watching
chess.
chess.
Oh my god! It's,
Exactly.
If you really love the game, it can be exciting. but,
Atrocious.
oh my god! It's not. It's not the most exciting thing.
That ain't it. That ain't it. Something to watch to enjoy.
Wow.
But here, I'm not watching chess because
I'm
probably
bashing
Yeah.
it. For anybody in the comments who play chess, I'm bashing you.
Well, I am not going to sit here and watch you
If they-
bash
they're going
my
come for you.
sport. Adele, chess is a very exciting sport. It's just that, you know, if the person who's playing is not, you know, very smart, it can be boring. So maybe if I was watching you, I'll just walk away. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, catch
oh,
that.
oh,
Jab
oh my
smooth
God.
here.
Wow.
We
Wow.
shall not
Alright.
need to take it personal. Oh,
Alright, let us move. Let us move. Alright, so the next question is going to be name one pet peeve you have, if you have any. Alright, I'll take this one first. Pet peeve. Alright, here what? I don't remember mine right now, so who wants to go next? Who wants
how
to
can
go
you not? How can you not remember a pet
I don't
peeve? You know
know.
what a pet peeve is?
Something that irritates me.
Okay.
Alright, so in my opinion, something that irritates me, it's not something that I would say is an event that happens all the time, but sometimes I hear people in arguments, and there's a thing people like, there are cases where people like to spit, and I hate the idea of you putting your real life saliva on somebody else's skin. I don't think, to be honest, I don't think it's nice. It is a pet peeve of mine. I think that I don't consider myself to be a bad or an evil person, but if it is that you spit on me, chances are, you know, you're dead. Simple as that. So
That's that third.
that is my number one pet peeve.
That
So,
is
no. Keeping a spit and a saliva in your mouth or in your stomach.
Alright,
Why how people do that? How people spit on people?
I don't
I've
know.
seen Adele,
I think
I've
let me tell you. I don't know. I don't even know. Like that's disgusting for you. I can't imagine someone spitting on me. That must be so disgusting, you know. Alright, for me I guess because alright, so for me specifically alright, so for all you who have dogs, like I don't know, like I don't know what it is. I don't even know if I should consider it a pet peeve, but like barking, like I hate barking so much.
You
Like
hate
yes,
a natural process
yes,
created by God
yes,
Himself.
yes. That's what I said.
Whoa.
That's what I said.
Jesus on the telephone.
I'll tell him what I
Busy.
need. If you can stop the barking, please and thank you. Like whenever dogs, like I don't know, maybe it's because of my dogs specifically, like they love to make noise. Like honestly, like once my ear, like I'll even be in a good mood and even going to feed them, and when I hear the noise, like I get cross me like very upset, like no, I hate barking to my bone. Honestly, I don't like barking. But that's one of them. I probably have like a million more because I'm a troubled person.
We know that.
I'm a troubled person.
That's so true. That
What's
is
your
so
work with
true.
we don't have the time. We don't have the time
So
for that
true.
today. Alright. So Jermel,
Alright, for me, a pet peeve for me, I'm a very chill guy, you know, so Not a lot of things annoy me, but what really, really does annoy me is when someone is being overly pessimistic for no reason. Just overly hating on themselves or hating on a situation for no reason. I'm like, it is not that serious. Stop acting like this. And it just annoys it drives me crazy. And I as I said, I'm a very chill guy. I don't like hating people, but I try to stay far away from people like that, because that is not a good energy to be around at all. And it, as I said, it drives me nuts.
Alright, fair enough, Jermel.
Alright, fair enough. Another one, no, I'll leave it at one for this episode. I have too many. Alright, so we're going to move to the next one. Oh yes, alright, so if you have you ever had a nickname? If so, what is it? Alright, so I can start this one. I actually have like a lot. Apparently, I had a lot of nicknames. Alright, so the first one I can.
First of all, apparently Ryan has friends
Excuse me?
outside of me and Jermel. I did not know
I
that.
was so shocked to learn about
Anyways,
it.
as I was saying. Anyways. Let me proceed. As I said, I was going to go for it. Alright, so I have a lot of nicknames. Apparently, I have I think around 4 or 5. The first couple that I can remember is Robin and Robin. Like, you guys supposed to know this because I say it a lot on the channel.
First of all, I can't understand why it is that you're differentiating the two. Robin and Robin is basically
Because
the same thing.
no, there's a difference. It's
Alright,
one is spelled Robin and the other one is
Ryan,
spelled
first of all, I'm sure who's ever given
Hadel,
you a nickname did not make
Hadel.
any specifications to say, oh, Robin with an I, or Robin with an E. Relax yourself, dude.
Hadel. As I was saying before I was really interrupted, I have two that are very similar. So it's Robin and Robin. So Robin is spelled Robin, and that's basically the first part of my last name. Jeez, I'm look how I'm giving the information about it. Alright, so yes, it's the first part of my last name. So Robin. And the second one is Robin. So that's Robin spelled differently and pronounced differently.
I don't know why we're still on this.
Shh. Anyways, alright, so the next one that I can think of is the Frenchman. No, I got that one when I was working at a where was it? Alrica. This one I was working at a call center. Basically, my team at the time.
Worst place on planet Earth to be working in is a call center. Just to put that out there, people.
Okay, as I was saying.
That's the concept
So
employee. So you have to take it from him.
Yes.
that's why I'm saying it, and I say it as well. Alright, so yes, so the Frenchman, I got that one because I'm able to speak French, and they basically just call me the Frenchman.
Also, the
from
nickname
that.
is French or
No.
Frenchman.
No, the nickname is the Frenchman.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes, that's the
Alright.
nickname. And I have
That's
one
nice.
last one that I got from another call center that I work. This one is called TG, and do you guys know what TG means?
No,
Thank
but I'm
God.
sure you're gonna tell
I
us. So
don't know.
continue.
No, the GOAT. So, GOAT is an abbreviation for the greatest of all times. Greatest of all
Who don't know
time.
that? Who don't know that?
So why you asked me then? Why did you ask me? You said you didn't know.
But I will ask you what it is that
What
what
did-
mean. I ask you what TG stand for.
And you said who didn't know, and you literally said, oh, I didn't know, but you're going to tell me anyway. So proceed.
Wow.
That's what you said. Is that what you said?
The persons in the video will hear. The persons will hear.
Okay.
Anyways, alright, so yes. So the last one I can remember is TG, and yes, so that's what it meant. So, who was next?
Well, for me, as I said, my real name is Hadel, which is not Adel, it's Hadel.
Seems you're being specific with spelling.
He's not the
And,
singer, guys.
Wow, look at that. Imagine if you did have actual Adele on your
We'll get there
podcast.
soon enough.
People would have come here just for she and not you. But anyways, in terms
Okay,
of
Hadel.
nicknames,
Okay.
yeah, interrupts me.
Well, that's what you were doing. And how does
Relax.
that feel? How does it
Relax
feel?
now.
Okay,
You can
guys.
relax now.
How does it feel to be
Okay,
interrupted?
guys.
Me come up for this right now. Not you. But in terms of nicknames, I got the last nickname I got was when I was at college basically at Michael, which is a teacher's college, and that is Casper. I guess the English or the standard English term for that would be Casper, Casper. But that is my most popular nickname. Majority of the people outside of high school know me as Casper. But from high school, people used to call me things like Hazel or like Delo. Or when I was in grade 7, I told Ryan this the other day. When I just started high school, I had 2 friends in my class, and they came up with this nickname out of the blue, which is kind of random. And people used to call me for a long time Hadel Rose. Like, people didn't actually think that was my real name, Hadel Rose. And people used to always, and then remember, one day somebody like said, "Yo, Hadel Rose," and I said, "My name is actually Hadel whatever." And they said, "What? Your name Hadel Rose?" And I said, "No, my name is not Hadel Rose." But yeah, people used to call me Hadel Rose for a really long time. But my actual nickname, or my most popular nickname, is Casper.
Okay.
Alright. For me.
Oh, thank you for
First,
sharing.
yo, I'm just say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I realized from the video start, when I get this anyways, and this kid then, I beg you, relax yourself, look at you. That me I tell you, because me don't need you, you need me.
You're killing this. Anyways, go ahead, Jermel.
Alright, so for me, so my name is Jermel. So my nicknames are based off of that. So the first one would be Germs.
But we know you. Yes, it might be Jermel, but we know you as Jermel.
Yeah, Jermel.
You can make continue.
Yo,
Okay, so
his accent is differently, Adel.
So-
What are you saying?
so Jermel, and a nickname that I got was Germs, spelled Jerms, not G. So Germs.
Yes.
Also another one is Germcell, which is the same spelling Jerm,
What?
and then Cell, Germcell. I don't know who came up with that one, but yeah, a nickname that I have from home is Nado. That one is from my we call it the yard name, but it's the name that your family know you as, which is Ronaldo. So they shorten it and called me Nado. Yeah, so that's the 3 nicknames I have for you guys. Can't remember any further ones.
Like germ cell. I remember that
Germ
from.
cell.
I remember that from when we were in 10th grade.
Yeah.
Basically from in 10th grade.
Oh,
Like no, I don't know where them come up with them names here. Alright, so the next one is what is a fear that you have? So who wants to go first? I wanna
First of
kinda
all,
serious.
my most serious,
You don't have to say most serious fear, but just like
deepest
one.
fear. First of all, I'm not
Like one,
gonna
yeah.
tell you. First of all, I got
I
himself
already
alone
know.
know that.
I already know. And I am not God, by the way.
But
Wow, I did not realize.
oh, look at that. You can imagine that. But anyways, I think of yes. No, excluding the existential fear. Real people. I'm gonna tell you, I am terrified. I don't want to feel like it is a joke, but I am truly, deeply. I don't know where it come from, but I am terrified of lizards, people. Every single type of living, breathing, existing lizard. So I'm telling you, so excluding the concept of spitting on me, if it is that they even make an attempt for even put a lizard on me or carry me the same space of a lizard, they are dead. So
Hear
Relax yourself,
the
people.
threats again. Hear the threats again. Wow.
relax yourself, people. No,
They
but
don't like freedom. They don't like
But,
freedom.
I have a question.
Relax but
Yeah, Ade, why can you just tell us and the viewers how is it that you're so afraid? What's the story behind you being so afraid of
alright, let me
lizards?
tell you. Alright, hold on. As I said, I don't know. My earliest memory of the creature is I think I was around like 5 or 4. So I was on a wall and I remember, like, first of all, lizards aren't small. Just want to put that out there. Lizards aren't small. Lizards are like roughly around, I don't know if you'll ever say like a 6 or 7, 8 inch lizard yet.
Like a crocodile. A crocodile longer than that.
I just said inches, Ryan.
Yeah, crocodile is way longer than that.
Wow, look at that. But anyways, but to be honest, I don't know, and it's not like I have a memory of it running on me or anything like that. I just remember seeing it and then I said, all right, cool. So life, I love everything except this. So relax yourself. I know I must relax myself so much from that, but ultimately my biggest fear is lizards. But weirdly enough, I don't think I'm terrified of crocodiles. so, but
So it's racism then. It's racism. You're only afraid of the small ones, but not the big ones.
I don't know why, but yeah, I'm not the lizards.
I know the irony.
Lizards, 3 lizards, no formal lizard.
I know the irony to that is because the bigger ones actually can kill you, and the smaller ones, I don't think they can even get like a scratch or something. Maybe they can scratch you, but it's not gonna be that deep. But with the alligator, it's gonna be very deep, very deep.
Okay. All right. Next.
Alright, so I guess I'll go next. Alright, so mine is a bit cheesy, more than likely. Like I hate, like my biggest fear is just being like unsuccessful. Like I don't know, I think about this like 24/7. I know it's very cheesy. No, excuse me. But I don't know, like I think about this like 24/7, like just I don't know, like you're just there, you're just here not doing anything. Like I just have a big fear of just existing like that. They're just dead just like that. I don't even know if it even makes sense, but like just there like that. Like yeah, no.
You're striking fear into your young viewers.
How is that fearful?
Don't pressure yourself, people. Take the time.
Yeah, like
to get things done.
life is a very, very long road if you're keeping healthy, so you don't need to worry about that. Alright, so for my biggest fear,
And Jermel should know, guys.
I'm going to be very sentimental with you guys because honestly, I'm not really afraid of much, but what I'm really afraid of
Yo, me know enough. Yo, me
is
just know.
So you're never afraid of that?
No, said Jermel did never say that. Me did, yo, me could have bet Jesus Christ himself. I didn't move that with my youth. Me could have bet all of my teeth them and still have all of my teeth them.
yeah, well, I'm not really afraid of anything. Life is just life. So I don't really fear anything. But what I really do fear deeply is losing 2 very important persons. I'm not going to say it out loud because that's how much I fear it. There's 2 very important persons in my life, which
Adel is just scared. He's just scared of losing us. Adel
constantly remind
Isn't
myself
that so?
and prepare myself for, eventually losing them in the future. But if they just disappear suddenly or something, boy, I don't know what I would do. But that's like the biggest fear I have. But everything else is fair game,
Understand.
fair game.
Adel, that's so touching. He's so scared of losing us. Where is biggest?
yeah, you
First
hold
of
on
all,
to
what?
that. That's probably it.
Alright, so being that we just
A piece of crossing. You know, some cat is trying to
Trying
open the
to-
door.
go away. The cat wants to be a part of the podcast as well.
Yes, but she ain't. So let's move on.
Alright, so the next one is what is your proudest accomplishment? Alright, so I'll go first.
I haven't had it yet.
Well, your proudest accomplishment currently.
I haven't had it yet.
Anyways,
What?
Is
Anyways.
like you have somebody pregnant or
first of all,
something?
no, anyways,
and
me.
you haven't had it
The
yet,
next.
and it's current, but you hadn't had it
Exactly.
yet. That's the only thing I can think.
probably that's what you mean. That's what you mean.
Alright, I think that in terms of accomplishments, alright, in my opinion, in terms of accomplishments, it's really something that you feel you have to always remember the feeling of, no man, that cat is serious. Anyways, so I think there hasn't been a moment in my life yet where I can say, alright, this is it. Yes, I remember this will be like this will be from a tombstone, from an headstone, and people will say, yes, this is it. So I think that in terms of that life-changing moment or that one thing, in terms of wanting to get it done or to see it come true, it hasn't happened as yet. But there has been like little victories throughout my life, which I can say, yeah, you know, I'm proud of. But in terms of like a true accomplishment, I think I have that yet.
Wow. Like you didn't have to say it's not the biggest thing that happened to you ever, just like something that you're proud of. The proudest thing you're currently have right
I'm
now.
proud of being alive.
Oh,
Amazing.
you're so deep.
Amazing. Anyways, being because Hadel went, I don't know why Hadel thought it was so deep, but my proudest accomplishment today is actually getting, like, this one is probably kind of a little bit sad, but it's actually getting a grade 1 and a grade 3 in French. For
People don't
Cape
know what
and
that
whatever.
means. Tell them.
Oh yes, alright, so grade 1s would basically be like
Highest accomplishment.
SAT. I don't know, like a good score in the SATs or ACTs in America if you're watching from America or listening from America. I mean. So basically it's just getting a high grade in French. Why it's so one of my proudest moments is because, as you know already, I enjoy speaking French. I basically enjoy learning French. I don't know, like from 7th grade, basically from I started in 7th grade, like it's something I got attached to. Outside of volleyball, I'd consider French, like language learning, basically as one of my most proudest accomplishments outside of volleyball. Something that I enjoy doing. So yeah, that's basically it for me.
Alright, so for me, as Adele said, you know, there are little victories along the way. I figure all my medals that I have in volleyball as great accomplishments. All of them, whether they are played that they are not. Those are, especially when I did not play and still got a gold medal, those are some of my proudest moments because I cheered my team on to a goal. So yeah, all my volleyball medals are proud accomplishments, but the greatest one that I would, give the gold medal per se is last year where I scored the highest. So I had a 4.0 GPA, scored the highest above all
Whoa. That
all
is
of my
amazing.
department. That was amazing because like I knew I was gonna get the 4.0, but I did not know that I was going to score the highest out of the whole school. So that was amazing. That was the highest. That was amazing.
See that no? That is what
Wow.
I'm talking about.
That is amazing.
That is an accomplishment, brother.
Yeah.
Okay then, being that me and Jermel had accomplishments and you did
You
not.
see that? I tell you one more time. Think before you talk. Because
Relax.
next time,
Relax yourself.
okay then. Relax yourself, you.
So, yo.
Alright then. So with that threat out of the way, from Mr. Hadel. Adel, I almost said their last name. Jeez,
I know. Tell the people. Tell the world. Tell the world.
Rose.
My last name is Campbell.
Rose.
Come to my house.
Okay then, you say it, I didn't. Anyways, the next one is what motivates you to work hard. That's the next one.
Ah. Whoa.
These are some rough questions, man.
No,
Adele
yeah.
sounds stumped.
What y'all do?
Adele sounds stumped. No motivation in your life, Adele? Oh my god.
Of course, we have motivation. What motivates me, I motivate me
Yeah, man.
to do well. What vision motivates me? I can't say I have a vision. And I think I don't want to judge anybody, but I think yes, I won't judge anybody. I won't use anybody else as an example, but I just think that with me, I have a vision of what it is that I want to do, and it is not driven by the need to want to live a luxurious lifestyle. I think that coming out of high school, I had to learn that being in high school, trying to pick a career and trying to be successful, that's one of the things that I really thought about, how much money am I going to make in a specific profession, and the type of house I was going to live in, and how many cars I was going to drive, and how many times per year I was going to fly out and visit different countries. But right now, it really is like the least important thing to me. I think that there are more important things like protecting the environment and getting people to live in peace with one another and chill with all of the animals and all of that. So I think that my goals currently are driven towards that. So I think that what drives me, the need So if I should put it into words, I think that what drives me is the need to get individuals or people on earth to realize that they are disconnected from nature, and we need to learn how to coexist and live in peace. So that is what drives me.
Wow. Wow. Mm.
Yes.
good touch.
So that's supposed to make up for the fact that I don't have a world's greatest achievement.
Yeah, you have something very heavy on your shoulders there, trying to, bring peace to the world. So once you achieve that, that would be a very great accomplishment. So I'm looking forward to that, brother.
Right.
Alright, so for me,
You seem uninterested.
what was the question again? I was talking. So, okay, what motivates me? Yeah, I'm very sappy, guys. So what motivates me is basically my mom back home, because I just do not want. So I grew up in poverty, guys. Grew up in poverty, and my mom is still in poverty.
I couldn't tell.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
do not
You're sharing a lot,
want
man.
to, live like that, right? So that's one of my biggest motivators, is just to get my family out of poverty. We don't have to, as Adele says, we're not going after living luxurious and flying on trips and planes. Oh, and that's another fear of mine, flying, because the first time I flew, I was all by myself. I had never flown before, and I almost didn't, I missed my flight and almost didn't get to, reach where I was supposed to go. So it was very scary, and I've been scared of flying again ever since. But anyways, biggest motivation is my, family, getting my family out of poverty and becoming successful. Yeah, that's it from me.
Alright, so I guess mine is similar to yours as well. Like biggest motivation is just to not be where I am at this point in time, because I don't know, I just don't feel, I feel like I'm wasting my time. And like when you have a lot of potential to do something, but you're just afraid to take that step there. You're just afraid to take that step. Like that's what motivates me, like to continue, basically to work hard or continue to do what I do. I just do what I'm actually not doing. So I just try to be fearful of whatever it is that freaks me out or whatever. And I just go for it. You only can, you don't know, you're not going to know if something is possible unless you actually do it. And if you actually do it and it never work out, then you know say it's not possible. But you're not going to know unless you give it a try. So
That's a good TED talk right
yeah,
there.
I hope that did make sense. A lot of the time I don't really make sense, but
That is true, guys.
Make dollars, bro. Make dollars.
Alright, I appreciate that. So yeah, so I want to be successful, basically, is what keeps me motivated. Alright, so I'm going to save the second question for last. So the one that I'm actually going to ask next is, if you could have a superpower, which one would you choose?
Oh,
Alright,
okay.
alright, go through Joe.
Alright, so for me, I am a big DC fan, guys. So for me, it would be the Flash abilities. I'm gonna say abilities because it's not just speed. But yeah, I want his Speed Force abilities. Every single thing that he can do, plus more, because this looking at the latest season, he had like this brainiac ability where his brain was thinking like he was making predictions and like kind of like quantum thinking, and that was amazing. I don't know why they took it out. So if I could get that ability as a bonus, that'd be awesome. So super speed, everything the Flash can do, everything the Flash can do. And plus that brainiac ability that he had in the beginning of season 7. That's good by superpower. Yeah. Forget flying, guys. Speed is
Wow, so greedy. So greedy. It said super powered and you
It's one
the
ability,
whole
it's the
button.
Speed Force. It's the Speed Force that gives him the ability to do it. So yeah.
Whoa, look at that. Amazing.
I know, right?
Alright, so you want to go next? Or you want
So
me to?
for me, I think money is power. So I think my superpower would be to create money.
That's not a
But you
superpower,
can,
Hadel,
but
that
you
is
can
a
if you
job.
work at a
That
bank.
is a job.
Exactly, exactly.
Just need the right printer, bro.
But seriously speaking, no. Can I tell you? I just need the right printer. But
Yeah.
seriously, in terms of like actual superpower, I would want the power. And I actually got this because one of the first, I guess you can say like animated superpower things I remember watching when I was young was actually Avatar. So my as simple as it sounds, it just seemed so cool to me at the time. But I would want the ability to control or manipulate water and ice.
That's sick.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That would be sick, honestly.
Real man. Could I just lift up the ocean and just wash with the whole of Jamaica? Jamaica crosses.
That would wreck the whole country.
And then now would have bust a Thanos and rebuild it in my image.
With water and
Wow.
ice.
Okay then.
That would be
That's-
pretty
Yes,
cool.
with water
Yeah,
and
next
ice.
Greenland, but that's cool.
The government have to watch out for you. It's not safe. Anyways, for me, I am basically I would love the power to fly. Like I don't know why. Like every single time, like, I
Alright.
just imagine myself flying.
So
Like,
buzz
it's
skill right
so
now.
simple.
This
To
are
fly,
like-
basically.
This are like on side note. So I usually watch this video, this guy on YouTube, and he break down how stupid it would be to have certain superpowers. Now imagine how hard it is to walk or run. And you basically have to develop some sort of physical activity or physical muscle mass to do that. Now remember how hard it is to swim. Imagine trying to suspend your body in mid-air and try to move through that. Right? It would be impossible to fly, my youth, unless you have wings, brother.
Yes, and controlling water and ice is very possible.
That more logical than a flight.
Logical. Wow, I know
Really,
it's
really.
mechanics.
That's more logical.
Okay.
Well, we weren't using logic, so I don't know what Hadel is speaking about. But yeah, like being able to fly, I think that would be so cool. Like you could save, you wouldn't even need a car, you wouldn't even need to drive or take the bus or anything like that. Though I hate taking the bus, you know. So yes, so I would love the power to be able to fly and be in the sky and whatnot.
And just to add to logic, in regards to Jermel's superpower, to the speed force and all of that, just as though when you're in a car, and you know how the car goes at a specific speed,
Yeah.
and the car then comes to a halt, just like in a car accident, if you're not wearing a seatbelt, or you're gonna fly through the car window,
Yeah.
that's how your brain would come to your skull if it is that you're on super fast and then come
An
to
immediate stop.
abrupt stop.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Yes.
thank you for that.
Jermel,
I knew that. So when I'm running,
yes, you are welcome.
just like Usain Bolt when he runs, even when the race is finished, he still jogs and then slows down. I think that is just the logical thing to do when you're running that fast. So yeah, thank you for that. But I already knew. So thanks.
What an,
But when you would break though, if you run from let's use the US for instance, if you run from Texas go all the way to Alaska, when would you know to say alright, time to slow down now?
Well,
after I run that fast.
Whenever I am in Alaska,
which
I can start slowing down when I have hit Alaskan soil. I don't know if that's how it's said. And then wherever
I don't
in
understand why
Alaska
you
I
even try
stop,
to use
I can
logic
go
like
back.
this.
I can then get to wherever I want to go. So I can just
You have to meds logic.
Yeah,
so
I can do that.
What me if you got heavy right now and God say Ryan, me I say you got one brand new planet and I give you the ability to have any superpower you want. But you have to explain to God how the superpower will work. Man, you feel my youth. You feel and God say here what? You know what superpower I'm gonna give you to make you do something like pee soda. Like who want that?
okay.
well, I mean, you would never get thirsty. You would never get thirsty.
Hey.
That's the
That's
words.
so gross.
I say, oh
That's
God.
gross.
Say God, go easy, you know. Me sick with myself.
That would be so disgusting.
Yeah, but anyway.
So yeah, thank you so much for that lesson there, Hadel.
You're
They said
welcome.
buzzkill, they really meant buzzkill, because it just depressed me.
I
Anyways.
need to please.
Anyways, so basically, yeah, this is the last one for this episode. It's going to be if you had 3 wishes, what would you wish
wow.
for?
Simple.
When there's
simple,
loaded.
simple.
When they're loaded.
My first wish would be for every single gun every single gun and we call them there nuclear weapon to vanish from existence. My second wish would be for all plastic on earth to turn into sand. And then my third wish is I don't know what my third wish. But I wish for them two things. I don't know what else. Oh yeah, my third wish would be to be 6'4". Yeah.
That's a good one. So. Alright, so I can go next. Alright, so my first wish would be to have all the abilities that I said previously. The second wish would be to be very successful. Obviously, like have like a couple thousand franchises, running, generating some income for myself. And my third wish would be right now I am so well set with those two wishes. I don't even need a third wish. So I guess my third wish would be peace on earth. Peace on earth.
Yes, amen.
Peace on earth.
Amen.
Wow, look at you guys being so politically correct. One getting rid of all the plastic and one wishing for peace on earth. Well, I'm ahead of both of you guys. Like I'll just wish for like endless wishes. So basically, I'm all set for like even better than you.
Every single, first of all, if it is a genie, I will give you that. How do I say your boss, man? First of all, relax yourself, 3 wish, and that's
so
it.
the genie would know your phrase. The genie would know your exactly. I'll use 1 wish to make 1 million wishes or an unlimited amount of wishes.
Yeah, well, that's a
y'all
complete
aren't smart.
waste.
Y'all aren't dumb.
I think that's a complete waste
Y'all
because
aren't
you have a
dumb.
million wishes to do what with. You'll just start wishing for foolishness. You know, like, hey, I wish I was in this place. I wish I was in that place.
Legit.
Wasting the magic of the universe.
But that way it would run out. But that way it would run out.
Everything comes.
Probably not just do our whole universe by himself.
So, wasting the magic of the
Yeah.
universe. So then you have to tell us what you do with at least your first 5 wishes after you wish for a million wishes. Because
Yeah, you can't just do it.
wish for a
Exactly.
million wishes, like you
See,
still
we
have
can't
blank
only put
wishes.
things you want to wish for.
Exactly. Must want to hear them.
I'm gonna know what I wish for true.
Oh wow. So you
I don't know.
ahead
I
of
don't
us, not in thinking.
Just wish for them
Not
for
in
wish.
thinking.
Yeah.
Not in
Yeah.
thinking.
When we need them, I have them.
Wow.
Basically. Yeah.
But you could still walk around the street empty wishes like
Yeah.
when I need them, I have them. Because okay, so you have your million wishes,
Yeah.
you haven't made a wish yet, and you got shot right in the middle of your head. All of those wishes, wasted. Because you're no dead. I can't wish for anything when you could have wished for immortality.
Look
Oh
at
my
that.
god. Oh my god.
Look at that.
You know, I'd never want to be immortal because I feel like it would get
Yeah.
boring because your friend them would
It would
die,
get boring.
leave you. Your friend them would die, leave you. You would constantly
well.
meet new people.
I thought about it.
Somebody
as well.
asked me once if it is that I would want to live for 1,000 years or if I would want to live for 100 years. I said, it was something to think about at the time. Initially I said 1,000 years, but really I made it to say, alright, would I look for I would like, if I had the option, would I do the 100 and start fresh every 100 years. And get the opportunity to be a junker from scratch.
Well, for me,
That's the
immortality.
biggest achievement in life.
At first I thought, just like you guys, like immortality would be bad because all my loved ones would die and stuff like that. But looking back at it now,
You're watching them die.
immortality isn't that bad because, okay, let's say if I'm immortal, then I don't have to worry about heaven or hell, which would cancel out any type of sin. So I could do whatever I want for however I want. So I could meet people endlessly. I could do things with people endlessly. I can go places endlessly. I can build things. I can create things. I can watch things get created and then destroyed. Then wait a couple years and then bring it back. And then I'll be the only one who knows that, hey, this existed 100 years ago. And then I was the one who brought it back. And like making me it would be awesome. It would be awesome. For being immortal.
So guys, now you know. Jermel is why we aren't immortal.
So, I
Wow.
don't think immortality would be that bad. Guys, you know, even if I'm not immortal, you know, people are still gonna die, and it's still gonna hurt when I'm alive. So it's not gonna change whether I'm immortal or not. So being immortal, you know, I don't have to feel that pain of death, you know, for myself, personally.
Alright. So look at Jermel going on out here.
Jermel ahead of the both of us. I thought I was ahead, but apparently I'm not. But yeah.
So Ryan, go forth.
Alright, so that's basically going to be it.
Alright, thank
for
you.
the first
Thank
episode.
you, Ryan, for having me
That's all.
here on the podcast. Oh my god, it was so much fun.
But we're not
So
done.
much fun.
But I'm not done yet. Jesus, let me do the outro first before you go ahead and say all of that. Alright, so yeah, that's gonna be it for the first episode of the Volleyballers podcast. So being that it's called the Volleyballers podcast, but we didn't talk too much about volleyball. We only touched on it for like a brief second in a couple of the questions. But this is just the episode that we use so that you can get to know a little bit more about us. Get to know who was called Jermel and who's afraid of lizards and whatnot. So yeah, that's basically going to be it for the episode. So I'd like to thank the junker that decided to be a part of the podcast. He knows himself, so go ahead and say thank you or thank the viewers or whatsoever.
Alright, viewers, first things first. I want to thank all of y'all for showing up for me, because you know that's the only reason why you're going to be here and continue to be here. So really and truly, you guys should be thanking Ryan, because he's the one that had me on this, and I'm going to ask you guys to kindly warn him in the comments, because this might just be the last time I come here.
So you're just done with the third them. Every time you have a third.
I'll keep on coming.
Alright, and that's the junker there. So the next person that I'd like to thank also was Mr. Jermel Watson, Mr. American Accent.
Yeah, so
you can go ahead.
Yeah, so
There, please.
I was wondering, yeah, that's so. I said, yeah, I'm Jermel Watson. Yeah, I want to say thank you guys for coming out. Definitely, you know, enjoyed myself. You know, it was a really good podcast. I would like to, you know, be invited again at some time. You know, I would definitely keep my schedule open. And yeah, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it. We would love if you guys to continue to support our friend Ryan, and we're gonna have even more amazing and entertaining content for you guys next time. Journal out.
Wow. Wow.
No,
Jermel
amazing.
should be running this right now. Poor job.
It's the first episode. Give me a break. Anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be it for the podcast. Thanks again. Don't forget to. I don't even know if they like on. I don't even know if they like on. Anyways, don't forget to follow or subscribe for more episodes when they come out. And also, if you're seeing this on YouTube, you can go ahead and leave a like and a comment. As Hadel says, please don't let him. What he said he was gonna do? He was going to shoot me or something like that. Yeah, so don't let him. Don't let him shoot me, guys. Don't let him shoot me. And
this is the last time.
also,
I'm
empty
officially
threat.
I'm officially retired.
Alright, so yeah, that's gonna be it. Also, I'll leave. Would you like your links in the description, Hadel?
Huh?
Such as your Instagram, your email, or whatever.
I don't have an Instagram.
You do have an Instagram.
I don't have an Instagram.
Okay. And Jermel, would you like your links in the description?
Yeah, you can definitely splash my Instagram there, so the ladies have somewhere to, you know, view me.
I cannot manage. Alright, so yeah, guys, thanks for checking out the podcast, and that's gonna be it for today. And also, don't forget to enjoy the rest of your day. Alright, so that's gonna be it. Goodbye.
Alright.
Bye.